It's amazing how there are certain numbers that just sort of define our existence and the world around us. You may have heard about some special numbers or even weird numbers in your math or physics classes at school, and you have definitely used them as well. But what are these numbers and where did they come from? Let us first take a look at one of the most simple numbers on the list, 0. It is one number that is often taken for granted, but that does not mean that it is not powerful. While other numerals did exist in ancient times, 0 was a foreign idea, one that was even feared or avoided by many. The beginnings of mathematical thought grew from the need to count possessions or quantify the passage of time, but none of these ideas required the existence of a number that describes the state of nothing. The point about 0 is that we do not need to use it in the operation of daily life. No one goes out to buy 0 fruit. The 0 we know and use today was coined by Muhammad ibn Ahmad al-Khwarizmi in 976 AD, who stated that if no number appears in the place of tens in a calculation, a little circle called cipher should be used to keep the rows. Before this though, 0 had to pass through a journey to come into existence, with some civilizations completely opposing and despising the idea of it as a whole. 0 represented nothingness, or the void, which was what made it seem like a dangerous idea. After all, its properties are nothing less than strange, and often seem inexplicable to ancient civilizations. Think about it now. When you add or subtract a number with 0, the number doesn't change. With such operations, it seems like 0 does nothing, and yet, as substanceless as it seems, it tends to destroy the simplest operations such as multiplication and division. You multiply one number by another and you get more or less, but with 0, you are left with nothing. On the other hand, division is a completely different piece of madness. Once you divide something by 0, you could end up damaging the entire framework of logic and mathematics itself. We have ended up defining this action by claiming that it equals infinity. But one of the strange mysteries about 0 is that it doesn't always behave the way you want it to. Take 0 over 0 for example. Do you get a 0 or infinity? You could say the answer is both of them, but it could be neither. And the interesting thing is that most of us will never know. Now moving on is the story and importance of 1. In the history of numbers, 1 came before 0. In the sense of mathematics, 1 plays a very important role. It is the first number in any base counting system. The importance of 1 is so great that one ancient Greek philosopher considered 1 to be God's number, forming the base of all reality. 1 is also the multiplicative identity element for all numbers. In other words, when any number is multiplied by 1, it gives back the same number. This very idea of identity is essential in the discussion of higher mathematics. Another fascinating place where we can use the number 1 is in the prime numbers. The basic definition of a prime number is that it can only be factored by itself and 1. By convention, however, 1 is neither a prime number nor a composite number, but a unit in and of itself. Something else that is interesting about 1 that you may have already encountered is the complex idea, which is the square root of the negative 1. This concept was first introduced by the Swiss mathematician Leonhard Euler in his 1770 book called Algebra. Euler defined iota as the solution for a polynomial equation and called it an imaginary number. One fun tidbit about imaginary numbers is the fact that when I is raised to the power I, it may seem like that it will equal to an imaginary number, but it is in fact real and is roughly equal to 0.20788. This seems weird enough itself, but the answer to it lies in Euler's identity. To mathematicians, Euler's identity is one of the most beautiful equations in mathematics in the sense that it combines 5 of the most important constants in math in one single expression. Euler was clearly very active in the invention of modern mathematics, and so, while talking about special numbers, one cannot forget to mention Euler's number, denoted by the letter E. Euler's number can be calculated as the sum from n equals 0 to infinity of the infinite series 1 over n factorial, or as the limit of the equation 1 plus 1 over n to the nth power, the value approaches 2.71828818. E itself has several interesting properties other than just being part of the Euler's identity. For those of you who have studied basic calculus, you know that when you take the derivative or the integral of an exponential function like e raised to power x, you still get the same function. This does not change even after repeated operations, which is what makes it so unique in a sense. Last, but certainly not the least, let's move on to the constant we all know as pi. Simply, it can be defined as the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter, but of course, it has many other representations and is used extensively in maths, physics, and many other related scientific fields. The history of this is interesting because multiple millennia ago, the Babylonians, the Chinese, and even ancient Egyptians already had a basic approximation for it. The Greek mathematician Archimedes, however, is credited with the first recorded rigorous algorithm to actually calculate the value of pi in around 250 BC by using the geometrical properties of polygons. Today, pi is used in various fields both within and outside of mathematics. For now, it's safe to say that some numbers are definitely weird and have had to, in some cases, cross various obstacles to be considered as important as they are today. But these numbers are also beautiful and powerful and define the world around us, which is why we should embrace them for what they are and learn to appreciate their significance in our lives.